Hello, Facebook friends. It's Carla, your online doctor, with today's Live in 5. Today is Wednesday, June 19th. It is 5:03 p.m. So yesterday I shared 7 essential things that you should consider when you have a cancer diagnosis. Okay, we were talking about, hey Kim, how are you? Dr. Desaulniers. I'm sure I'm butchering that, but what can I tell you? That's what happens when you got a complicated last name. I mean, like Miller. Hello, easy. Okay, so she continues to talk about different tests that may be beneficial, okay, when it comes to cancer. The first one I thought was interesting has to do with how your body gets rid of external sources of estrogen. Normally, estrogen is broken down into metabolites that are harmless and excreted in the urine, usually by a process called methylation. Quite a number of things actually may be going on to prevent this from happening properly in your body, whether you have cancer or you don't have cancer. These things can be happening, which will cause estrogen levels to climb, and they may not be measurable estrogen levels, okay, because it's not your body's estrogen. These may be the xenoestrogens or the metalloestrogens, which are not calculated but have an effect on your body. So number one that may affect your ability to get rid of these toxins is a poor microbiome. Now, we talked about that last week. Your microbiome, your gut health, is a huge part of getting people well. Number two, a congested liver. And I'm going to go into that a little bit more because most people say, well, I don't have liver disease. That's not what that refers to. But number three is genetic SNP, or single nucleotide polymorphisms. Okay, that's a mouthful. Those are actually genetic variations that result in poor estrogen metabolism. She recommends a company called Smart DNA. Again, I have no financial benefit whether you do this or not, and if you choose to, this is purely with the help of your own physician that you should go ahead and do this, or again on your own. But you need some guidance. You need somebody to help you interpret your results. But she recommends Smart DNA since interpreting the results through this company she finds is very easy. And the explanations of actually how to fix problems is included in the cost of your testing. Now, these are not inexpensive. They're upwards in price. But again, if you are looking to really find out all the different ways you can make your body better, this is one way to look at it. 3 enzymes relating to estrogen metabolism to look for include the MTHFR gene, the COMT, and the CYP1B1. And then they mention a fourth one, GSLT, to see if you produce enough glutathione. Now, glutathione is your body's most potent antioxidant, so that test is actually going to see if you're actually producing enough. Okay, so all of those enzymes are going to help you get rid of toxins, but if your levels are low, you're going to have a much harder time. And in this particular test, they give you options, natural options on how to increase those particular numbers. Now, she also says the saliva testing is more accurate of bioavailable hormones, and for that she recommends LabRx, LABRIX, ZRT Labs, or Dutch Test. Again, I have not had any of these done. This is just a recommendation, which I thought was very interesting. I am currently getting some advanced testing done. These are not necessarily included, but this will be a conversation I will have with my doctor to see if we think any of these are valuable for me. Now, your goal is to see if your hormones are high, and if yes, you test for the SNP or the liver issues and address from there. Okay, so there's a whole series, there's like steps of what you need to do. If your levels are normal, great. You move on to the next phase of your journey, your health journey of where you want to go to see what's going on with your body and to see what you can improve. Hi, Cecilia. Who else did I miss? Hi, Ivy. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so if your hormone levels are high, then you have to figure out why and what you can do. Now, she also talks about vitamin D and the need to supplement. Proper vitamin D levels reduce breast cancer risk up to 83%. Levels should be between 80 to 100 nanograms per ml. And you're testing for the 25 hydroxy vitamin D, okay? That one specifically. So you make sure you're getting the correct test. Now, it's important because I've spoken to quite a number of people with breast cancer, and every single one of them was vitamin D deficient. Okay, so if you guys do not have a cancer diagnosis and you can start supplementing, getting out in the sun, doing what you need to do to get your vitamin D levels higher, you are reducing your risk of cancer by a huge number. Just saying, okay? And that's an easy one. Okay, so I mentioned iodine yesterday, or she mentioned iodine. Every cell in your body actually needs iodine, and specifically your thyroid needs it to function normally. Unfortunately, we're exposed to other things called halides, which are bromide, fluoride, and chloride. Okay, bromide is anything that has flame retardants in it. You're going to get exposed to that. Fluoride, hopefully not, but a lot of people are still getting it in their dental care products and maybe even in your water. And chloride is just everywhere. Chlorine, okay? So basically they compete with iodine in the body, and it basically kicks iodine out. So if you're iodine deficient, you might develop thyroid issues. Women who have had and take thyroid medications which masks the deficiency are twice as likely to develop breast cancer than those who don't. Okay, so you don't want to be on thyroid medication unless you know your iodine levels are adequate. All right, so I personally use a supplement called Nitro, which gives me, for each one I take, not only does it help me with energy from my tennis and it's all natural, but it gives me half the recommended daily allowance of iodine every single day. Now, if I eat kelp and all kinds of other seaweed type products and supplement that way with a regular well-balanced diet, I'm probably getting the balance of the iodine I need on a regular basis. Now, don't guess on your iodine intake amount. She suggests a 24-hour urine testing through ZRT Labs or Hakala Labs. Okay? They may be available through regular testing. Again, something you want to discuss with your doctor, especially if you have thyroid issues. You want to make sure that they have checked not only your TSH and your T4 and all that other stuff, but that they're actually checking your iodine levels as well. Now, Dr. Desaulniers has so much information, I would consider getting her book, which is called Heal Breast Cancer Naturally, or follow her on social media at mybreastfriend.com. I thought that was so cute. And breastcancerconqueror.com. Okay, so just some resources for you to look at. I am guiding you. I am not the expert. I would consider her more of an expert than I am. But once you find out what you're looking for, what to look for, how to look for them, then the job is yours to go ahead and follow through and get the job done and make sure that you are doing what you need to do to keep your body well. So hope this finds you guys really well today. But again, this is a journey, so we want to make sure tomorrow is better than today. So on that note, I will be back tomorrow for another Live in 5.